Why is it some channels take weeks to get monetized, but others years? Yes, they may have an amazing personality and a great value proposition, but truthfully, it's because they know something that you probably don't. You see, if you're like me, you probably scanned YouTube for thousands of videos all about how to get monetized, and they all gave the same advice: post consistently and be patient. And although I don't doubt that that is important, how many of you guys actually got monetized from that reason alone? Because I definitely didn't. You see, it took me almost 2 years to get my football channel monetized on YouTube, and I learned a lot of things the hard way. But once you crack that secret formula, I'm telling you guys, it works. So much so that in the last 28 days alone, I've gained enough subscribers and watch time to get monetized all over again. See, the tips I'm going to give you, you don't have to be the best on camera. You don't have to have the best personality. You don't even have to have the best content. You just have to know how to play the game. Without further ado, this is the most efficient way to get monetized on YouTube. Oh, make sure you stay right until the end, because I'm telling you, even missing one of these tips may be the reason you don't get monetized. As I said before, if you're clicking on this video, you've probably watched other videos on YouTube on how to get monetized. But to be honest, they all give similar advice. The advice I'm going to give today, I've not heard from any other YouTubers. But first, let's start with what the monetization requirements are. Because if you want to get monetized, you should at least know what you're aiming for. Now, YouTube actually brought down their monetization requirements to 500 subscribers and 3,000 hours of watch time, along with 3 videos being posted in the last 90 days. However, this is a bit of a fugazi. This doesn't give you the opportunity to actually put ads on your videos. It just gives you other monetization abilities such as shopping and memberships. But the truth is, you really just want to have the ads on your videos, and for that you need 4,000 hours of watch time and 1,000 subscribers. And to note, those 4,000 hours of watch time must come in the previous 365 days. That doesn't mean January the 1st one year to January 1st next year. It just has to be over a 365-day period. Now, believe it or not, despite the fact that they are linked quite heavily, getting the 4,000 hours of watch time and the 1,000 subscribers can actually be achieved by doing different things. Therefore, I'm going to be splitting this video up into tips that will get you the 1,000 subscribers, and then tips afterwards that will help you get the 4,000 hours of watch time. Okay, let's start with the 1,000 subscribers. And generally, people tend to reach this before they reach the hours of watch time. First things first, you have to ask yourself, is your YouTube channel content-based or you-based? Now, a lot of you are probably thinking, what does that mean? Like, what does that genuinely mean? It's probably both, right? And you're right, the lines can be blurred. However, there is a clear distinction. For example, if you're doing finance videos, you're mostly content-based because people are clicking to understand how to make money. However, if you're doing vlogs, then it's more you-based. People clicking because they want to see your personality and what you are up to. Now, if you're sitting there and thinking, look, my personality is quite good, I think people are going to subscribe for me and what I do, then you could probably get away with doing lots of different videos on different topics because people are primarily going to be watching for the content that you provide. However, and be honest with yourself, if you are producing videos because of the content and the knowledge you provide, then you should be niching down. Niching down means having all your videos circulate around one specific topic. Now, why is this? Well, if you're delivering content, people only want to subscribe for that specific content. Imagine if you subscribe to a makeup YouTuber, then they started reviewing cars on videos. You'd be sitting there thinking, that's not what I've subscribed for. It's okay to have a little bit of variety, especially when starting out, but the majority of videos should focus around one particular topic. So this feeds into the important point, which is being consistent. And I don't mean just being consistent in uploading like what the other YouTubers say. I mean be consistent in everything. That means consistency in your video uploads, your schedule, your intro, your outro, your thumbnails, your video length. Everything should be relatively similar. As I told you before, my football channel that got subscribed and now has over 3,400 subscribers. Look at my recent content. It's all basically exactly the same video length, the same topic, the thumbnails very similar. That helps people subscribe because they know what they're getting into. Look at other famous YouTubers. For example, Hamza. For those who don't know him, he produces mental health and well-being videos for men. All his videos start the same way, comparing Jeffrey and Adonis, and they all end the same way. He always says, do the hard work even if you don't feel like it. That's consistency, and that helps you build a personal brand and make you more personable. So next time you hear YouTubers say, be consistent in your uploads, don't just go, okay, cool, upload 5 times a week, that's enough. No, I mean be consistent in everything you do. Also, there's nothing against telling people to subscribe. However, link this to future gains. For example, how many times have you heard a YouTuber say this? Subscribe if you enjoyed. And how many times have you actually subscribed because of that? You don't. Let's be completely honest about it. Telling people to subscribe because they enjoyed this video makes no sense. They've already seen the video. Tell them to subscribe so they don't miss out on future videos. That's what a subscription's for, so they keep up with your content. YouTube is like a business. You have to sell results. For example, say you're selling your pre-workout for a gym, right? A usual person might say, oh, buy this pre-workout. It has all the nutrients you need for when you go to the gym. Let's be honest, you're hearing that and you're not buying the product. What you should be saying is something like, buy this pre-workout and it will triple your gains in the gym. or buy this pre-workout, or your gym workout will be useless without it. Stuff like that plays on people's insecurities and sells tangible results. Okay, so now let's apply this example back to YouTube. Let's say you're in the finance niche, right? There's so many finance YouTubers that do this. They always say, subscribe so I can teach you how to make money. Scratch that. Instead of saying something like that, say this: subscribe so you do not miss out on these free money-making videos that I release. When people hear that, it piques their interest and it instigates FOMO. You see, on my football channel where I talk about Arsenal transfer videos, I don't say subscribe so you keep up with Arsenal transfer news. I say subscribe so you do not miss out on daily Arsenal transfer news videos. It piques the audience's interest. Genuinely, that's all you need, guys, to get subscribers. Be consistent and incorporate all this and have a bit of patience and you will get there, I promise you. Now let's move on, get into the 4,000 subscriber benchmark. To be honest, this is slightly harder, but 4,000 hours of watch time in 365 days is so big, so let's break it down. That amounts to about 11 hours a day, and it means that 660 people need to watch 1 minute of your video daily. You see, that perspective helped me because it made me realize what I need to aim for every single day. And now here comes an important question, and genuinely it can be the difference to help you get the 4,000 hours of watch time. It definitely was for me. And I've seen no YouTuber tell you this, but my honest question is, do you make evergreen or current content? And if you don't know the difference, let me explain. Evergreen content are timeless videos. You won't get instant spikes of views, but you know that the content will be just as relevant in 5 years as it is now. Something such as how to tie your shoelaces. Whereas current content tend to have massive spikes in viewership and then die in relevancy because they're tied to real life events, such as reacting to the 2023 final of Wimbledon. Most channels tend to have a mix, and that's okay, but if you do produce current content, there's a secret hack that you're probably not doing. And that's because both evergreen content and current content have pros and cons. For the evergreen content, you know you're going to get constant viewership, so even if you upload a video now, in 5 years time, you'll still get views from it, adding to the watch hours each and every day. But with current content, you've got the opportunity to get a lot of views basically instantly. And that is why if you post a lot of current content, you need to start doing live streams. I'm telling you, I don't know what it is, but the YouTube algorithm makes live streams blow up. And all the views you get during live streams count towards your 4,000 hours of watch time. Genuinely, I wasn't doing this and my views were stagnating, but as soon as I started incorporating this into my channel, my watch hours completely took off. So for example, I mentioned Wimbledon. If you are a tennis channel, as soon as the Wimbledon final finishes, don't produce a video reacting to whoever won. Instead, do a live stream reacting to and see how many people hop into the live stream. I'm telling you, it works. Now with videos, there's 2 ways to increase the watch time. Only 2. The first one is having more people watch your videos, and the second one is having people watching your videos for longer. That is it, and you want to improve both. And the 2 metrics that show how well you're doing in this is CTR, click-through rate, and AVD, average view duration. Now people always ask, what is a good CTR? What is a good AVD? And there's no real answer for this. I mean, I think my CTR is around 8% and my AVD around 2.5 minutes, but genuinely, you should be comparing it to yourself. What I mean by that is take note of your CTR over the past 28 days now and your AVD over the past 28 days now and compare it again 28 days later. If you incorporate the advice I tell you, I'm promising you it will increase. Okay, so starting with the click-through rate, the CTR. That is people that see your video and choose to click on it. And so to improve that, it's fairly simple. What do you see on a video? You see the thumbnail and the title, so improve those. The thumbnail needs to be eye-popping, use a lot of contrasting colors and evoke emotion. And the title needs to use keywords, play on people's emotions. Just like I was talking about selling results earlier, the same thing is with the titles. If you're doing it around fitness, a title could be something like, your workouts won't work unless you buy this. The AVD is the average view duration, and to improve that, you actually need to improve the content of the video. What I've noticed is the intro is so important. If you have a really good intro that has a brilliant hook and builds suspense well, people are most likely to continue watching the video. If people have watched up until 2-3 minutes, they're probably gonna watch until the end, because most people cut from a video after the first 10 to 20 seconds. No time to mess about. Get people invested in the video from the first second. And finally, although it will happen over time, your videos do need to improve. The problem is, a lot of people put pressure on themselves to make the perfect video, and that actually paralyzes them and they don't end up producing any content. Mr. Beast summed it up absolutely perfectly when he said this: the first 100 videos of any YouTuber generally sucks, so the most important thing is to try and improve one thing each and every video. For example, in one video, add the background audio, the next video, add overlays, the video after that, add different sort of sound effects, and go on and on and on. Layer them all up and the cumulative gains will be amazing. I've got a book on my shelf that you may have noticed called Atomic Habits, and that says exactly that. The power of cumulative little gains. And now is the beautiful part, just being in love with the journey and keeping at it. Leave no stone unturned. I'd love to hear your progress in the comment section. Please do let me know. And make sure you subscribe so you do not miss future videos that will fast track your route to YouTube monetization. And if you are a YouTuber, I'm guessing you have some kind of TikTok account as well. And if so, you should be checking out the video right here. And even if you don't have a TikTok account, this video is perfect for beginners as well. It will lay out how I went from 0 to 500,000 followers in under 6 months. So I'll see you guys there.